there. Today I'm going to read you a story about a train. But it's not a train that you go on to get from here to there. Have you ever been on a train? Where did you go? Have you not been on a train? That's okay too. But if you've been on a train, you know that they can move really fast. But my story today that I'm going to read is not about a passenger train. It doesn't carry people. It's a freight train that hauls supplies places that need to go far, far away. What does a train travel on? Do you know what that's called? Is it a road? No. They're train tracks. And the train tracks are made out of metal. They've been there for a really long time because back in the day, they didn't have transportation like we do now, like airplanes. So to get supplies from one place to another that were far away, they used a freight train. Now, the really cool thing about my book today is you're going to be able to help me with them. Each of the trains are going to have colors. They're going to be different colors. So it's going to say, that's right, it is red. It's the color red, but this also reads the word red. Orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, and black. Now, do you want to know the really cool thing about those words? Those are color words, and a lot of those words are going to be sight words. Those are words that you're going to learn about all next year. They're words that you need to know in a flash, but they're not going to be in these colors. Next year, you're going to start learning about sight words, and you're going to just see them in plain black colors, like in a book. These are all the color words that are not in color. But today, you get to help me with this book by saying the color of the engine. It's called Freight Train by Donald Cruz. Now, he wrote the words, so he was the author, and he drew the pictures, so he is the illustrator. I don't see anything on that page except for the train tracks. On the side of the train tracks, I see gravel. Ooh, do you know that word gravel? It's not quite rocks, but it looks like rocks. A train runs across this track. What color? You're right, red. Red caboose at the back. Orange tank care car next. Yellow hopper car. Ooh, there's some words. Hopper car. Ooh, looks like it's carrying some building supplies maybe. Green cattle car. What is it carrying? Farm animals like cows, probably, or maybe some sheep or pigs, because that's what cattle means. Cattle. I would probably think cows. Blue gondola car. Purple box car. A black tender and black steam engine. Steam engine? I wonder what that means. Steam. Oh, I know. That's how a train moves. Do you see the tender car? The tender car is carrying coal. Coal is put into the engine to make the train go. The engine moves by the coal, just like our gasoline in our car makes our cars go, right? So here's the coal. The coal gets loaded in the engine makes the train run, and then all this smoke is made. Ooh, that's a long train. It says freight train. Whoa, look at that picture. I don't see the train. I see a whole bunch of colors. Why do you think that train looks like that? What is it doing? You're right, it's moving really fast. So fast that a camera couldn't even take a picture of it. It was like a big blur. Whoa, that's why they have these things on train tracks that go down and have flashing lights so nobody goes past them. Imagine getting in front of a train. Do you think a train can stop fast, or do you think it takes a while? It takes a while. I don't even know how long, but I would say a couple of minutes. Once it hits its brakes, I bet it takes a couple of minutes. It can't stop fast because it's going really fast. Ooh, I wonder what that's a picture of. I see this thing right here. It's still moving really fast. I know the train tracks are right there and they're still going through. I see the train zooming through there really fast again. Oh, I'm so glad that the words are right there. Going through tunnels. So this is a tunnel. That's really cool that they can even go through tunnels. Ooh, I bet you can guess what's in the background. What are those? Tall buildings, maybe even a skyscraper. We talked about skyscrapers a way back when, and it's still traveling fast. It says going by cities. That's a big city. I've seen trains go through our city too, but our city doesn't look like this. We don't have those super tall buildings. Ooh, crossing trestles. Now trestles, these ones are made out of wood. Maybe they could be made out of metal. It's like a bridge because this is a hill or a mountain and this is a hill or a mountain, and the train couldn't go down and then back up. So they built the train tracks on trestles. Now those trestles aren't wide enough for cars to go through. I mean, there's no road for them to go through. So this was made just for a train. Is it still moving fast? It is. It's moving quite fast. Ooh, before I read the words, why do you think this one's in black and this one is in white? Because this is night and this is day. And at night it's dark and during the day it's light. Moving in darkness. Moving in daylight. Going. Ooh, the author left us in suspense. It says ... One word. Going, and this says gone. Wow. So this freight train has a lot of different names for their cars. Do you remember the first car's name. So if my if my train was moving this way, the first car would be called the engine. And after the engine, number 2 is the tender. Do you remember what the tender held? The coal. You're right. It held the coal that made the engine go. After the tender cars are all of the box cars that there were. Now, there was lots of different names of those box cars. We'll go back to that in a minute. But then I left this piece of paper open like this. Because if I think of a train, it has 1, 2, 3, and then the last one is the caboose. Now let me do this with my paper, and you might not even be able to see it. There could be lots and lots and lots and lots of trains in between right here. Maybe they're carrying 12 cars. Maybe they're carrying 20 cars. Maybe they're carrying 50 cars. Maybe they're carrying 100. I've seen trains so long that I had to stop for a while because the train was so long. Now, they're really cool things that they can be carrying, these freight trains, right? This is a tank. It looks like maybe it's carrying gasoline or water, maybe for a farm. A hopper car. I'm not sure what a hopper car is, but you know what I could do? I can go to the internet and I bet it will tell me what a hopper car is. We kind of know what a cattle car is. It's probably carrying livestock. I don't know what a gondola car is either, but it looks like maybe small pebbles of some sort. So it looks like it's open, right? The picture shows me that. Like these are closed in like a rectangle, like a box. And this one's open at the top. So that tells me something. Same with this box car right there. It's a box car, right? And then we already talked about the tender and the steam engine. But they're kind of cool because sometimes you see boxes and sometimes you see it open. Freight trains help get supplies to different places. Sometimes they can be short and sometimes they can be long and sometimes they can be really long. Trains are kind of cool. Have a great day.